Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the fourth of four graded stakes races at the fairgrounds on Saturday is the 12th race at 1 1/16 mile, the Grade 3 Mineshaft Handicap for older horses. Let's meet this field, and Mike, we've got a couple of millionaires in this group, including the number 5, Mr. Mardi Gras, who's just such a hard hitter. He handles dirt, he handles turf, he handles synthetic. He's coming off a little bit of a layoff, but you can never really count this horse out.
No, especially if he catches some pace in front of him, which I think is what he really wants. And I know if you just sort of look at him closely, he handles all three surfaces, and it feels like equally well. But I do believe he's best on this surface. I think he's a better dirt horse than anything else. Look, if he catches some pace to run into, I think he'll be coming at the end. I think he has a chance to upset this field.
The other millionaire in the field is Prayer for a Leaf, who's banked over $1.5 million. Winner of the Tenacious Handicap 2 starts back. Now, he earned a career best 106 in the Tenacious, but boy, he got a very nice trip saving ground and shooting through along the inside, entering the turn. Didn't get the job done when bombing a little bit last time out in the Louisiana Handicap, but when he's not facing the likes of Will Take Charge and Fort Larned, he's usually right there in his dirt races, and he's going to be right there again, albeit probably at a short price.
Look, he's okay. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan. We've done a lot of his races, but you know what? He is what he is, and he fits very, very well in a race like this. And I would expect him to show up and run his race. His typical race just makes him a big player in here. I don't think that, you know, despite what some of the buyers say anyway, that he's any better than anybody else he's running against in here, but he can certainly win this race. In a lot of ways, he's the horse they have to beat in here.
Our formulator fact for this race is with a interesting priced horse. That is Braid Esther, the number 8 for Rosie Napravnik, who began his career as a horse with perhaps some Kentucky Derby potential, but after winning a race on New Year's Day 2013 at Gulfstream Park, he went to the sidelines with injury. Well, Eddie Keneally finally got him back to the winner's circle most recently, first-time blinkers, although he did control a moderate pace. The formulator fact notes that he beat 2 next-out winners that day.
Yeah, he did. I'm one of the people who sort of felt like, you know, going back to that January 1st race, that maybe he was a sort of interesting Derby kind of horse, and obviously it didn't work out for him. I don't know, I sort of feel like for whatever reason he hasn't come back as good as he was when he left, or at least he hasn't looked that good to me. I know that he won last time, but he got such a soft trip in there, man.
Todd sends Micromanage in for his first start as a 4-year-old, and Micromanage sort of picked up some checks and nibbled in his most recent efforts, but it's really hard to throw out anything Todd sends at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Micromanage either, and he tends to settle for minor awards a lot, but you know, you start looking at his races a little more closely. I mean, he was against Male last time. He's in his Long River 2 starts back, Romanche in that huge 110 Buyer Explosion 3 starts back. I'm not so sure that stepping up into a Grade 3 that he's really stepping up in class here. I mean, he's facing some horses who would fit very, very well in this field. The only question is, does the race set up the right way for him? Because he's really one of those horses, he just has one gear, and it's going to have to fall apart a little bit for him to get up.
The number 2 Grand Contenders put up triple-digit Buyer speed figures in 2 out of his last 3 races. He has a lot of early speed, but unfortunately for him, perhaps, so does the number 4 Ground Transport.
Yeah, I felt like there was enough speed in this race. I don't know, Dan, I don't like this horse at all.
Let's flash those selections. You're going to go with the number 9, Ford Dubai. You've always been a fan of Ford Dubai, and he finally got that victory last time out in the Louisiana Handicap, upsetting Grand Contender and Prayer for Relief. He can be forwardly placed, he can come from off it, he's versatile, and it finally looks like he's getting back to his best.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. I mean, he sort of broke through without me last time at a very, very good price, and I wasn't there to take advantage of it, but I just feel like he's always felt like he had that kind of potential to me. He fulfilled it last time. He's right back into a spot where I think he can win again. And I still feel like Prayer for Relief will be a shorter price than he will in this race.
Ford Dubai is going to be your top choice. Who do you use him with in the multis?
I'm going to use the 1, 5, and 7 in the pick 4 along with the 9.
Prayer for Relief is going to be my top pick. I'm going to use him with Mike's top pick, Ford Dubai in the Grade 3 Mineshaft. Good luck.